So, have you heard of a YouTube channel called Corridor Digital by any chance?
I have actually, yes.
So, I'm going to just pop them up on the screen right now. They are a YouTube channel. I think, what would you say is their most famous video? I think, remember a couple of years ago, the company, the Google company, well, the Alphabet company, Boston Dynamics, showed all these robots carrying
Mm,
boxes and jumping upstairs. They did a
right.
spoof video where the robots fought back, and I thought that was hilarious. So, Corridor Digital are a agency based in LA. They do CGI for films and cartoons, and they've been in the business for 10, 15, 20 years now, and they've got a lot of experience working with YouTube and trying to film a movie or film a TV series. And it's never really worked out for them because what happens is the executive producers take over, or it's hard to get some funding.
Mm.
They may have potentially found another way. So I've got a quick clip
Ooh.
of the owners of Corridor Digital just explaining what their new system is.
This is kind of a story about systems here, like the YouTube system, that's one of them. The film industry, that's another one. And then what we're creating is something that's different from both.
We're going to make you the executive. We're going to be doing a subscription-based website. You're going to be getting a representation of what your subscription is, and then you can decide what shows your subscription goes to. We're not just launching it, by the way. We have shows. We have ideas. They're coming. You'll see them soon.
Hmm.
So what you do is you pay $4 a month and they give you producer points. And every month they will have these ideas that they put on the website that you're looking at right now on Twitch. And you sort of throw your points towards which show you think they should make for the next couple of episodes. And that makes you the producer. And they get funding from it. What do you think?
So the shows are like original content, not
That's
it's not like they get to work for some other Netflix show or anything like that.
that's right. It's original content.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. So you pitched the idea to the producers.
hmm So,
Um,
so they've got a couple of really interesting videos at the moment, video series at the moment on YouTube. For example, they do a great um, visual artists react to some good or bad CGI, which I love, especially
yes,
when
I've
they do
seen some of those.
The Bollywood ones. They're amazingly funny.
Right.
They've worked with Snoop Dogg to bring Tupac back, for example. So they do a lot of deep fakes and they talk you through the process. And they talk about how to use different technology. They talk about how to protect your videos.
Hmm.
They've got a lawyer who's part owner of the company. So a lot of different things come out of it. They've spoken on TEDx before, so they know how to present. So a lot of
Hmm.
good ideas, a lot of good shows, a lot of talented people, a lot of different ideas. They get a lot of people in the industry to come in and talk about stunts as well. So it'd be interesting to
And I
see
think
if,
the
yeah, how they
yeah, I
pull
guess
this
the
off.
MO is like innovation, right? So they've sort of been pushing the boundaries with deepfakes, especially. They're just saying what's happening out there. I don't know if they are experts in machine learning or necessarily, but they've trained themselves up in certain tech software, I suppose. We're getting to that stage where, yeah, you don't have to be a technical guy to do deepfakes. You can just like run some algorithm, but have a creative mind, I suppose. I think one of my favorites videos of them in the past have been the Tom Cruise deepfake. Fake.
Yes,
Have you seen that?
yes, yeah.
They
So
actually got
it's,
an impersonator to Tom Cruise.
yeah, so super interesting concepts. Like you said, they're not hardcore, I think, developers. They're really, creative graphics, producers and
Mm.
engineers, maybe you would call them. So it'll be interesting to see if they survive, and it'll be interesting to see if their new system works.
It's a bit of a like, would you liken this to a Patreon type of model for other channels?
Yeah, but with Patreon, you don't really know where the money goes.
Mm.
You get
This is
exclusive,
directly to the channel.
correct. You get exclusive content, I guess, for some Patreon channels, but you don't dictate what they do next. You
Mm.
don't help become a producer. So it's it's gonna be interesting to see if people really know what they want. The good old you don't really know what you want. You know what I mean? We'll decide what you want.
Mhm.
And I guess they're getting frustrated with, you could easily, get your content stolen on YouTube these days. And they've had that in the past and they've done a video about that. So they want to sort of, run on their own. And I think that is the way to go. I think once you get a big following on YouTube or, Spotify, whatever it might be, it's time to branch off and start your own thing because you can't depend on them
Yeah.
forever.
And I think the beauty of this is like it's the whole thing probably has a mind of its own, right? So they themselves don't really know where this is going to go. I guess this platform allows them to push those boundaries, like keep on experimenting with video content. So it's deep fakes today. What's the next thing? Maybe could they go into VR? Like what if, YouTube has a certain element of VR, I think. Probably not so much, but